Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Thursday, December 8th, if you're watching it in real time. If you're not, it can be for any time you stumble upon it. It is in real time a full moon, the cold moon of winter, well, pre-winter anyway, and I am gearing up towards Christmas using a silver and gold theme. Any decks that have a silver gold edge, and I might have to go into silver and gold foiling. Lucky for me, I have this beautiful Threads of Fate, which is both. So Threads of Fate, really highly recommend their beautiful decks, although I'm not an affiliate. So on one side it's gold foiled, and the other side it's gold foiled, and the edges is this dusty gold, which is fine. It's not the glassy gold, but it's gold nonetheless. So let's give it a little shuffle. One more. All right, and I'll just take off the top. So we have, ooh, 7 of Cups, multiple cups, many choices. It's like a happy choices though. It's good to have lots of choices, right? And the World. Sometimes the choices can be overwhelming, right? And I feel this whole, there's plenty of fish in the sea kind of thing. There's plenty of fish. Oh, maybe you're gonna go, I haven't tried that side yet. All right, and we have 7 of Wands, 2 7s. I feel like the World Cup makes it a wild card, so we have 7 7 7. So 7 is like a little bit of defense, you know, but let's zoom on in and see what else we can get. So besides, you know, a lot of choices, the 7 of Cups sometimes can represent illusions. I was just thinking of something funny, and maybe I'll tell the joke anyway. But anyway, I didn't have to zoom in very close, very much more than I was already zoomed in anyway. And I had everything so close to, and this is a big deck. So, yeah. But the point is, with the 7 of Cups, is that it has to do with magical thinking. It's kind of like going outside the ego and outside the normal way of like figuring things out and being a little more creative. And then sometimes though, when we go to the extreme in that, then it becomes illusions and, you know, sometimes self-grandeur, sometimes denialism, things like that. So of course we don't want to go to one extreme or another. I feel like conspiracy theories are born out of this basic creativity and imagination. And so that doesn't mean creativity and imagination is a bad thing. And it doesn't even mean that conspiracy theories are a bad thing. I think it's great to have all kinds of theories. It's just how you act upon them, right? So the 7 of Cups represents the spectrum. It feels like a rainbow. Another 7-colored spectrum is a rainbow. And on the one hand, you have alchemy, and the other hand, you have denial. So that's what I, you know, been feeling. And I feel like you're being motivated and you're being able to see things clearly with the cup half full instead of half empty. But you have to continue to stay a little bit practical and pragmatic through it all, right? Don't lose. I remember as growing up, my mom had so much faith. I mean, she was my role model about faith, right? But then she'd get sort of cult-like, not really cult-like, but she would just get a little bit like, give it up to God. And everything will be fine. And then she wouldn't take action on anything. She'd just sit there and throw her hands up, give it up to God. That's kind of an extreme kind of spiritualism, right? It is a beautiful thing, and I admired it to a certain degree. I still kind of have part of that inside of me, you know, that really, 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 like, if we just let go, you know, we're gonna be okay. So and I think the majority of us hold on to control too much anyway, and try to manipulate things to happen physically with a lot of action and doing, that a message coming through to let go a little bit and be more imaginative and dreamlike, I think is the right kind of message for the majority of us. But just, be, within a practical context. The World Cup is really great. I just feel like it's saying you will achieve this ability to see everything, the world view, the big picture. It's wholeness. It's like the full moon, like whenever you have some kind of project, if you start it before a full moon and it gathers up momentum and then it peaks at the full moon, that's kind of a good way to use that lunar energy, starting projects on the new moon and completing them on the full moon. Those are both very nice energies. But I just feel like if you feel like there's still more, just a little bit more, that there's some kind of win and you're close but you're not there yet, then you're going to achieve it. I feel like a congratulations isn't due for a lot of you, but some of you still just a little bit more, and we can say congratulations. And then there's others that you accomplish things so much every day that it's hard. Sometimes you minimize your achievements. So congratulate yourself even on the small little things. I feel in the bigger landscape, at least in our nation view, I feel there is a kind of congratulations kind of today. It's sort of, politically personal to me, and you may not, feel the same way, but I still feel like there's something to be glad for, to celebrate, when we can rise above, and when fairness and justice and truth, rises to the top and becomes the norm and becomes celebrated. That's a good thing. Within the context of being a creative person and having a lot of interesting ideas and views and stuff, all of the other things that makes the world a nice, stable society where we can feel safe and to pursue our dreams and goals is, I think, important. So the Seven of Wands represents a little bit of defense on something. It's like, it could be like protecting yourself, or it could be spirit protecting you too, like putting a shining shield around you to protect you from the negative barbs of the world. It's also standing your ground. So if you are a political person and you have a viewpoint, then go ahead and hold firm and stand true to it, no matter which direction you want to hold it. I think it's a testament to your character. So I feel like it's okay to do that. But just remember, maybe I just feel like the Seven of Cups is kind of helping you to see a bit broader point of view, and the world is saying you're achieving. And look at the eye. The eye moved from multiple points of view to kind of like the main truth of the matter. And I like that. And then the Seven of Wands is just like, it's about maintaining it. It's like not being able to rest on your laurels, but you can win a goal, achieve accomplishment, celebrate success, but a lot of those successes and achievements and leveling up, promotions, whatever it is in your life, have to be maintained. And sometimes it takes a little bit of defense to maintain that new status that you achieved after so much hard work too, after so much bright, open-minded thinking. So, and there also is a little bit of competition. So when you achieve something, you may find that other people get mad or get jealous or get competitive, and I feel like healthy competition is fine, and you might expect that, and I think you might be prepared for that because that's natural. There's the ugly kind of down speaking and whatever that you should just simply ignore. But fight your good fights. Like, there are some things out there that you should defend, and you should stand up for yourself, and you should clear the air about the way you think about things. There's an opportunity coming up too, and the opportunity will be very stimulating and get things moving again, and change any like negative thoughts into positive things, because it'll like boost you up, make you feel real good inside. Well, I think it's an opportunity that you won, and just for winning it, you're like, I deserved it, and I don't apologize. It's like, unapologetically, I am in this position. I won it fair and square, or I achieved this fair and square, or I have these accomplishments, or I have this money, or I have this popularity, or whatever it is. But I did it because I did it legitimately, you know. And so you can defend that and be proud of that. Yeah, so it's about rising to the occasion and being proud of what you've done, and staying committed, and don't let your insecurities, you know, get the best of you. There's defense, and then there's defense. There's some people who go into ego and have pride, too much pride, right? Or pride, like an over sense of pride comes from actually insecurities. So, you know, maybe self-check on those kinds of things. But other than that, I think you have every right to defend your position, and you're doing a great job. It looks like a really wonderful job. You might even be getting some assistance. Definitely, I just felt a universe protection around you. Yeah, and also other people that feel the same way that will come through for you too and protect you. And even though it looks like you might be outnumbered, I feel like these two souls are more powerful with Spirit's help than anything negative that anybody could say or do to you. So, wow. And look, there's that sword coming there, whatever, wand coming through, and then the snake, the Ouroboros. Very interesting. I still can't figure out what this tooth means, but you guys tell me, what do you think that tooth means? And feel free to comment any achievements in the comment section. I'd like to throw you a big congratulations. All right, well, I'll see you at the next Daily Dust. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. Happy holidays.